I always start off my necklines near the bottom and work my way to the top arch. It's always best to use half of the blade instead of the full blade when you're lining up the neckline. Moving on to the side taper, we're starting off with our Gold FX and we're creating our first guideline. Moving back to our taper, we're starting off with our no guard all the way open and we're creating our second guideline. Remember, closing the lever midway and all the way closed will help you erase that initial guideline. Since we used our 1 guard all the way open and our half guard already, now we can move on to our 1.5 guard and continue to blend into the fade. Now we're heading towards the C-cup area. I usually like to start at the bottom and work my way to the top arch. Fading a beard is almost like fading a taper. You want to make your guidelines as small as possible and you're starting off with your no guard all the way open. Again, I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. We're adding some detail with the no guard all the way open and the lever midway and closed. Always make sure to detail with your clippers and trimmers. Anything you see, you will hit. Once we're done saturating the hair, we're going to continue to make our guideline near the middle and connect it to the sides. I usually like to make sure my guideline is very nice and even before I continue to the back. You always want to make sure the hair is nice and saturated so you could get his true length. Moving on to his C cup, I'm starting at the bottom arch and working my way to the top. Also, make sure you watch to the end. Now we're detailing the fade with the one guard all the way open, and we're using our corners to remove some of the dark spots. Moving on to his hairline, we're going to make sure we comb all the baby hairs down, and then we start off in the middle, working our way to the sides. When you're lining your client up, you always want to make sure you're very gentle to the touch. Moving on to the top of the hair, we're going to begin by saturating it and then making a guideline through the middle and then connecting it to the sides. I always like to make sure to set my guideline in the front and make sure it's very even before I start to begin to go to the back. You always want to make sure the hair is nice and saturated so you could get the true length of his hair. He also wanted the back trimmed, so I'm also trimming the back. I'm starting off by taking a guide from the top area and then connecting it to the bottom area. Using our Turkish razor and Derby Premium blades, we're going to make him as crispy as possible. Always make sure to stretch the skin when you're using the blade near the C-cup area.